Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys, so as you know, we're going into next week, which is a huge week for Bravo because we are getting two of our favorite franchises back, Vanderpump Rules and The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Now, BravoTV.com did us a huge favor and released the first 7 minutes of both Vanderpump Rules and The Real Housewives of New Jersey, and we're here to sort of mention it all because Adam, well, I was going to say Jason, but Adam, that's me. I will be out of town on Sunday, going for a few days back to Los Angeles, and I have a few fun surprises for you getting ready for the premieres. Now, with that, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's talk some Vanderpump Rules, please.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so if you didn't see the first 7 minutes of the season 10 premiere of Vanderpump Rules, well, you definitely have to go check it out. We knew that this was going to be one hell of a season, an explosive season. I mean, how could it not really, with all of the dynamics, so different? We kick off this season with Tom Schwartz and Katie Maloney, and he's dropping off their two dogs that they have joint custody of over at her apartment, and he's like, oh, this is weird, you have an apartment now. And apparently they do 7 days on for her, 7 days on for him, but this has to be completely awkward, different, strange. I'm not quite sure. I know that in the trailer we heard him say we're the best divorcees ever, but I feel like this dynamic is not going to last too long, especially with all of the Raquel rumors. But since we're talking about Tom Schwartz, we also have him sitting down with Tom Sandoval, and they're still getting Schwartz and Sandy's together. Now, as they're doing this, it looks eclectic. It looks vibey. It looks like, honestly, it looks like you went on a big acid trip and you went in there. But I think that that's the best way for it to look, especially because it's such a good representation of the two Toms. Obviously, we know Tom, Lisa Vanderpump, and Nicolaine had a huge hand in that. And we know that the Toms had some input here and there, but she is the majority owner of that restaurant. So for Schwartz and Sandy's, I feel like they got to put on their own personal touch. However, with that comes a very hefty price. Now, Tom Sandoval's talking about how they're in this project for over $1 million at this point, and they're still not opening. And the woman who's in charge of helping them get open, maybe that's her partner, I don't know, but she's sitting there asking them, please, we have 5 days until this Daily Mail party. Please do not make any more, no more changes after Friday. And Tom Schwartz was like, you know, I really like changes. And then she ends up walking away, and we have a sit down between the two Toms. Now, we love the Toms together. We get some riffs sometimes. We get some heartache, but also a lot of laughs. And I feel like one of the biggest issues with Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz was Schwartz's relationship with Katie Maloney. I feel like Katie was in a relationship with two Toms at the same time, but who am I? I don't know. I wasn't in the relationship. I'm not the one getting a divorce. So, but I do think it was pretty responsible, very adult of Tom Schwartz, because in this first 7 minutes, you see him look at Tom Sandoval and say, listen, man, I have to be honest with you. Like right now, my world is crumbling. I have a mortgage over here in my house. My half of the mortgage is $6,000 a month, which is crazy. That means that their mortgage was $12,000 a month, which is wild. He said, my new apartment, my rental is $3,500 a month. So now we have $9,500 a month. And then it's not, you know, that doesn't even count Schwartz and Sandy's, whatever that rent costs or that more. I mean, the lease on that restaurant. It's just, to me, this guy is spitting out easily $15,000 a month on just mortgages and rent, or maybe somewhere closer to like 12,000. That's a lot of fucking money. And that's not counting his living expenses. He didn't mention utilities. He didn't mention car insurance. He didn't mention just going out to eat, enjoying divorce life. He didn't mention any of that. So then I'm thinking about it in my head and I'm like, yeah, you have a lot going on. Now, we didn't get Sheena or Lala in the first 7 minutes, which I kind of found disappointing because I know that Sheena has a big role to play this season in the sense that she is getting married to Brock. But I feel like because everyone now likes Brock, they see him as this outstanding father, they see him as a great partner for Sheena. They can't really find the drama in it all because he paid his child support, he's made right with his family, and now they're about to get married and they're in bliss, and they had time off of the show to get to know one another. So now the target's not really on his back. Last season it was, oh, okay, so you hit your ex. Oh, okay, you're not caught up on child support. Oh, okay. He had the biggest target on his back because I feel like we didn't have a lot going on last season, but that's not the problem this season. And that's probably a good thing for Brock. Just saying. As for Lala Kent, I do feel like we're going to be heavily focusing on her this season with the Randall Emmett of it all. The LA Times expose came out, and that was not in his favor. Now, of course, we, on top of this, if I had $1 for every time I'm saying, of course, I'm just like kind of thinking about it. I could not imagine being in a relationship like that with somebody who all of a sudden a major media publication outlet is going to come out and say, oh, well, we have X amount of people who have come forward and they're saying that the way that you handled castings is just not appropriate. And it's not funny. And now Lala's sitting back like, wait, who the hell have I been with for this whole time? When the whole thing happened with the girl in Nashville or girls in Nashville, which you guys saw from our Spilling Tea Live Nashville behind the scenes where we actually went into that hotel, we got all of that information before they started filming season 10. We got the information that Katie and Tom were getting a divorce before we started filming season 10. And I was wondering the whole time, why are you guys not picking up cameras? But I think it's because they wanted enough time for things to get settled and they felt like they would be able to make the story come full circle. But for Lala, she's obviously going to have to navigate that this season. And I'm wondering if she's going to be dating as well. Hopefully, because I'm interested. I want to see if Lala wins, which I think she will. She's sober now. She has a beautiful baby. She's intelligent and she's booked and busy. If she comes out of this on top, which again, I think she will, then I think that's a huge win and a slap in the face for somebody like Randall, who obviously everyone feels like he just comes in like, hey, I'm head honcho. I got the money. And if I'm funding this lifestyle, you're going to do what I say. Now, we also have the way that we end this, which is Ariana and Katie showing up to TomTom, meeting up with one of my good friends, Logan, who's one of the TomTom servers. Love Logan. He's great friends with Tom and Ariana and most of the cast now at this point. But I forgot to mention too, awkwardly enough, James Kennedy is back working at SUR with Raquel there, and his girlfriend obviously does not at this moment. Peter walks up to Raquel and was like, hey, the other night, it was a good time, but I can't stop thinking about those nachos. She's like, that's crazy. I totally forgot about the nachos. And he's like, yeah, well, maybe I should bring you out to go get some of those nachos. And she's like, yeah, but something casual. And he's like, I don't have to wear a suit. And I'm like, read the signs, read the room here, Peter. I love Peter. He was great working with, but I mean, this just screams awkward and I'm uncomfortable. But that's okay because I'll be watching and recapping it all. Guys, I don't want to just give you this information and not ask your opinions. I'm so curious what you have to say about all of this. So before we go, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.